Hey guys, it's me, Mr. 250, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Or maybe, just maybe, we might be able to save Edgeworth. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo! How's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling pain. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on! I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me. Yeah, bow before your hero. Please stop crying. Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Ha 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 ha. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know. But from where I was sitting, Edgy seems pretty... Edgy. I mean, can you really know the truth can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah. Why me, Nick? Enough with this silent treatment. I don't even know what that meant. Okay. Nick, why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait, was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. Oh man, reminiscing music. They saved me, Miles. And Larry, they saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the beginning of spring, 4th grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? Oh, that sounds familiar. You remember, Larry. Spring, 4th grade. Yeah, we got stuck in the killing game. It was awful. A kid in my class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. And the teachers were okay with it, I guess. So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as the defendant. And the teacher's just okay with this. They're like, yeah, whatever, this sounds like justice. I didn't do it. Guilty. He did it. Guilty. It was you. Thief. Give me my money back. Oh, voice, please. Admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. You can't handle the truth. He shouldn't be allowed in the relay race or the library committee. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Ooh, that was a lot. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Apologize to the class, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went over to where the boy was sitting. That's when it happened. Objection! He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else is no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? Oh, look at him. He's all dressed up. I mean, that might just be their school uniform, but still, he looks like he's dressing up for the defense attorney thing. It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, that this boy is innocent. Except as we've seen in the Phoenix Wright world of defense attorneying, that doesn't work. You actually have to prove why he couldn't have done it, otherwise you're guilty. But, Miles, it was your lunch money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say he's sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Oh my god, he said the shut up word. This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think about how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. And that's just the most shocking thing to me, that the teacher thought this was an okay way to impart justice on this child. That's how it happened. And I knew from that moment on that I wanted to be a defense attorney. After that, the three of us were always friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So, I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember, his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. He would even cosplay as a defense attorney. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my dad. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had something to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark suspicions of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. And yet, for some reason, he still is allowed to serve as a prosecutor, even though everyone knows that he does this, I guess. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought, too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it, though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided... Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Good plan. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Yes? I helped you because I believed in you. Except, I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick! Nick! We have to save Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It may very well be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. So did we clear out some evidence? I think we did a little bit. You want to see my attorney's badge? Alright, let's get out of here. So there's still a number of places we can go. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Nobody laughed. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Ouch, my sides. Huh. The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's been too busy with the trial to show up for work. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Hello! What might you be doing here? This sounds slightly like the judge's voice. Oh no! Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the The scent of fresh lemon. You see? Mr. Grossberg. Or is it Grossberg, now that I look at it? This is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? I mean, in a normal trial where, you know, you're innocent until proven guilty, sure, but not here. Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Oh no, the judge voice is coming in. Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Probably something suspicious. He just left the bird here. What a bad caretaker. Nobody's home. Hello, hello, quack. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello, quack. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for itself. Hello, hello, quack. That being said, there is this safe, and I think we got a code for it, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's going to hate me. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I don't know, crazy people might not have something of value in their safes. At least not of traditional value. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Aw, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth? Nick! Why would Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is your time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond, and frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all in here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. So is that like enough evidence to say that he did it? I don't know. I feel like it's not quite pointed enough at him, if that makes sense. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just, when I saw the TV, I remembered. They were showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. I was actually trying the trash can, but whatever. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. I guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. I don't really know what else to do in here, so I'm gonna leave. Wait, no, let's talk to the bird again. Maybe the bird can say something about the letter? I don't know. Maybe I should take care of Polly? No. I don't think there's anything else of note, really. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish on the wall to boast about them? Yeah. I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker. And we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Okay, I think we're done in here. I didn't mean to click that. Well, I mean, okay, so we can take that letter to Grossberg, presumably. Let me just slowly wiggle my way out of here. I think we have to go to our office to go to Grossberg, if I'm not mistaken. Or it's something weird like that. Looks like Detective Gumshoe hasn't gotten back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. The boat shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. I guess we could talk to Edgeworth. He'll probably be all edgy and stuff again. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth? I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Baka, your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 4th grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth didn't, you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, right? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth. Why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, right, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the three of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I'd lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi Attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. Even though that's, like, seemingly not how the trials work for us. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. So, yeah, how about that Von Karma guy, right? Whoops. Hit the wrong button. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of the courtroom techniques from him. Forging evidence, lying, cheating. So, he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life. He's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. And not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it's impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. You want to see my attorney's badge? Yeah, take a look at this. Sorry. I'm not sure I can help you with that. Yes, you can. Isn't it cool? It's shiny. Don't you wish you had one of these? Alright, here we go. He's out. Again. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. I think that means we may have missed something. Oh, 1 day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. So where do we go from here, then? Back to Gourd Lake? Perhaps I missed something here. That'd be my best guess at this point. I don't think there's really anything to examine here anyway. Some boats. The murder took place at a boat. The police took away the actual boat. Indeed, there's a space for more boat. The boat rental shop. Doesn't look like anyone's around. The caretaker must have run for the hills. Yeah, looks like it. He didn't seem like a bad person. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything there. So, presumably it's something in the caretaker shack. Let's just examine anything that looks remarkably interesting in the slightest. No clues. Everything's cold.